Are you certain no mutant approaches were detected in the last 24 hours? And did you make sure the sensor is on?
Well, the green light looks on to me.
No, I'm sure you've got something wrong. Get back to Malachite and I'll go over everything with you in detail again.
Maybe the chunk of me just doesn't work as bait. I've never seen a sea dog eat an artifact before.
That's because you haven't closely observed their behavior. Fine, I'll join you in the field next time.
Base close. Looking.
Skiff, get out of there. Ozersky's safe. I'll meet you at the designated coordinates.
Cover me! Shoot to kill!
Skiff, there's no denying I was right now, is there? What we witnessed was truly a miracle.
Sure, it was pretty impressive, but I'm having a hard time believing it all.
That's because we were so rudely interrupted. Faith always begins with doubt, but it also culminates in knowledge. Doesn't matter. We'll find another way to contact the representative. We'll need to locate the X Network Center where all the visiographs are linked. The problem is, we don't know where it is or how to get there. It's time to go legend hunting, Skiff. We need S.T.A.L.K.E.R. If anyone knows about that center, it's him.
What do you know about S.T.A.L.K.E.R?
All there is to know in the zone. He did what no one has ever done before. He reached the very center of the zone and revealed Pripyat's secrets. I've been looking for him for as long as I can remember. But so far, all my efforts have been in vain. Lucky for us, he wasn't alone on his journey. He had Fang, Ghost, and a doctor with him. And everyone save for the doctor is either missing or dead.
So, what are you gonna do next?
You should be asking what you're going to do. To find S.T.A.L.K.E.R, we'll need to track down the doctor. He's the only one from S.T.A.L.K.E.'s group whose whereabouts aren't a total mystery. He's a legend in his own right. He materializes out of thin air, heals everyone he encounters, even mutants, and then vanishes without a trace.
Okay, where do I find him?
I have no idea, but he's often sighted in the Red Forest. Listen to the local tall tales. There's always more truth to them than meets the eye. At the very least, you'll get a break. I have a feeling you could use one,
Stalker, this is Chornobyl. While the professor was busy getting plaster bastard, I went through the papers you brought back from X5. And guess what? Leaving Malachite was the right call. I think I've stumbled upon something they all overlooked. Even Vupalov himself missed it. But it's just a theory. I need to put it to the test. To do so, I'll need callers. Can you help me gather some?
All right. Tell me where to find them.
I've detected a few caller signals, but the locations are approximate. I'll forward you the coordinates, but you'll have to pin them down once you're on site. Just make sure to bring me the entire batch. I don't want my work interrupted by one sample at a time. there's an emission coming! Find shelter! About to kick off! Time to get back to business and pleasure.
wrist on necks, just lugging them back. And you wanted to search the clearing too?
Calm down. He saved your life 6 months ago. We couldn't just leave him behind.
Fuck me, baby. But I do. I mean, who could do this to a human being?
I know. It's those mercenaries. They were looking for the doctor, and they found Gray instead.
Bullshit. Mercs wouldn't do something like
People ain't mutants. They're capable of anything. Now hush. Sorry, Lona. Not a good time. We're not open for business right now.
this. So why don't you get the fuck out of here? And shut the door on your way out.
We're not open for business, but we can chat. Keep it short. You can see what's going on here.
Who did him in?
I wish I knew. 2 of our guys went on a job for McLuhan. We found one of them. It might be those mercs that just showed up here.
Now, the mercs are all right. They get their pay, they do their thing. But, Gray, someone went out of their way to make him suffer. Cutting him up real slow.
I'm looking for the doctor. I heard you might know where to find him.
You too? Are you working with the mercs, you son of a bitch? Answer me!
Put the gun down. Now. And you, Loner. Why are you so interested in the doctor?
I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The doctor knows where to find him.
I don't know why you need S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but finding the doctor ain't exactly a walk in the park either. No one knows where the doctor lives. All we know is he helps the wounded, both human and mutant. He saved my life some 5 years ago.
Why didn't your buddy, the doctor, step in for Gray, huh? Too busy stitching a tentacle back to a bloodsucker's ass. Or are we hunters worse than mutants?
If he didn't help, he couldn't. Or didn't want to. Or maybe the mercs got to him first.
Are these mercs looking for the doctor?
They swung by the other day, asking where the doctor was at, where he was last seen. Throwing money around, so I told them as much as I could. If I'd known what would come of it, I'd have shut my fucking trap.
Tell me more about the doctor.
Want me to do a little dance for you while I'm at it? Everybody's got questions about him.
It can get much worse. The doctor is a legend around here. Nobody really knows where he's holed up. But if you're injured,
I'm telling you, it was the doctor. We've been hunting his pets.
you're an idiot, Harnett. The doctor saved my ass once.
What are you guys doing here anyway?
Breeding fleshes for a stew. We're hunting, what else? Sometimes scientists cut us a check for some mutants. Or I used to feel at home in these woods. But now,
Well, fine.
or they'll
So you've seen the doctor?
Just like I see right now. Except I had a hole in my gut, so the memory's a little hazy. My wound was all cleaned and patched up. So don't pay attention to Hornet.
So where should I start looking for him?
Gray was gonna stake out a place where the doctor was spotted before. It was a while ago, but I don't have any other leads. If it was those mercs, maybe they left something behind.
So that's why you've been chattering away for 2 hours straight? Huh? You're thinking of sending Loner to snoop around the clearing?
You're after the doctor, Stalker, and I'm looking for the bastards who did Gray in. Why don't we lend each other a hand?
Don't listen to him, Loner. 2 fellas took him.
I'll give it a thought.
If those mercs were behind it, watch your step out.
Better yet, get out of here while you still can. Before it gets worse. It's Gray! Fucking anomaly! Tundra got shot! We just set up shop right where the doctor was spotted. I figured if we saw him, we'd hand him over to the mercs. Now Tundra's guts are hanging out! I couldn't even see where the shot came from! Could have been anywhere! Tundra has a dead man walking! You gotta tell... Please, don't!
Stalker, what are you doing here? Ah, it hurts.
I'm looking for the mercs who killed the hunters.
We're the mercs, but we didn't kill anybody. We were sent here to track down the doctor. I told Wolfhound not to take the job. We don't even know the client. I figured we'd be safe here, with all these anomalies and radiation around. But he just plowed right through, you know?
Who are you working for?
I have no idea. Nobody's ever seen the guy, and his jobs always turn out bad. He sent my pal to Wild Island after S.T.A.L.K.E.R went kaboom. Never heard from him again. We should never have taken this job. Bad call.
What's with the radio?
That's our signal. When it's blasting at full volume, it means trouble. Make a run for it, and don't look back.
But what if someone follows the sound back here?
Bring 'em on. I'm as good as gone already, as you can see. At least I can give the guys a fighting chance.
Who is he?
The doctor! It was him! He's the one who took out those hunters, then came gunning for us. He knew we were onto him. I couldn't do anything. He dropped 2 of our guys with a sniper rifle. Bang! Bang! Gone! And then he walked right through the radiation. I put 2 rounds in him, and the guy didn't even blink. Next thing I knew, he was right up in my face, point blank. I've used up all my medkits. I'm not gonna make it, am I?
Here, take this. It'll help.
Thanks, Loner. I hope the guys get back soon.
Alpha team, we've tracked him down to the cemetery. We need backup ASAP. I repeat, everyone, get your asses over.
He's about to off them all. You gotta help him, Stalker. He's gonna wipe them all out.
You didn't kill them by choice. The monolith guided him to hunt me with, and I won't let you finish him. Enough.
Is he going to make it?
I've treated worse injuries. Even on monolithians. Especially on monolithians.
He spilled a lot of blood to get here. His own, and other people's.
And so did you, I imagine. I'm aware of what he's done, but he's injured and needs help. That's all that matters to me.
So, it was him who killed the mercenaries and hunters.
They were bait. A way to catch my attention.
But you hadn't helped them.
How many lives can a dead doctor save? Sometimes you need to make small sacrifices so you can save more lives later.
So, this is what the real doctor looks like.
Do you know him? This monolithian?
Strider. His name's Strider.
That's a good name. An honest name. You were looking for the doctor. Well, you found him. Now what do you want from me?
I'm looking for any information about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I know you two have some history.
I doubt S.T.A.L.K.E.R's figured out how to bring the dead back to life. So it's up to us to help Strider. Everything else can wait.
You think there's still a chance to help him?
In a way, Strider's fortunate to be a monolithian. There's something that can help men like him, but not us. I've marked a former monolithian hospital on your PDA. If they've tapped into the old stashes, you might find a regenerator there. Along with the monolithians themselves, of course. I'd ask you to spare the wounded and keep them alive. But it's your call, Stalker.
I've heard that you treat both humans and mutants. Why?
Because none of them are responsible for what's going on here. Not the Stalkers, not the mutants, not even the monolithians. And also because everyone has to pay their dues someday.
A regenerator? What's that?
A creation of sea consciousness. It helps the monolithians to heal even the most grievous injuries and get radiation out of their bodies faster. Unfortunately, it only works on those who lack resistance to external control after being completely stripped of sea immunity. Trading one's freedom for the chance to wander through the CNPP during an emission is a devil's bargain. But no one asked their opinion on the matter.
Why are you so concerned about his life?
Because it's the only thing we truly possess. No matter how bad we believe it to be. Now go. Don't waste any more time.
Gas me! Fuck him!
Skirmish at the boundary, casualties among the brothers. The wounded will be delivered in time.
Copy that. I will make sure they get the opportunity to avenge their injuries.
Monolith, help our brethren in their recovery. Your enemies are many, and every brother is invaluable.
Shine down on your soul.
I saw it again. As if I was someone else.
It was just a nightmare. We have no other life beyond our devotion to him. The monolith is testing your faith. Do not avert your gaze from his radiance.
Something's wrong.
the dome and head to the basement. Waiting for you there.
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of a perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? for the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were. But my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one, or rather, the first, Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
Thanks for your help. Whatever happened to life is the only thing we truly possess.
Frankly, choosing between the two of you wasn't easy. Wasn't my first time, but it only gets harder over the years. But if you don't make the choice, someone else will make it for you. And it usually ends up being worse. I'm not fond of thinking for others or giving advice, but I get the feeling Strider would approve of the choice I made, however strange it might sound.
There was an eighth pod.
The human brain is too frail to handle a direct connection to the noosphere on its own. In order for it to work, we required 8 participants in pods, filled with a specific solution. I was supposed to be in one of those pods, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Valentine reproached me for my lack of courage. But given how things turned out, I was actually too daring. In the end, what we got wasn't control over the noosphere, but rather the zone itself. The lesser of two evils, if you ask me.
The scientists you mentioned, Sea Consciousness, they're still alive.
No, that can't be. S.T.A.L.K.E.R dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
So, you were the one who created the zone?
Me? No, certainly not. The zone created itself. I merely facilitated its immersions. Although my colleagues and I had different expectations for the outcome of our experiment. You see these blind dogs? I've been trying to tame them for years, but they were born in a lab where they've known nothing but pain and fear. But Tiger here found me on his own. He just came out of the woods one day and tried to steal a sausage. He was born free and had the freedom to make his own choices, you see. The zone is our collective offspring. But all we've imparted to it is suffering and sorrow. It doesn't know any other way. Maybe we're the same.
Why did you refuse to get in the pod?
Because I've always held on to my belief in humanity. My colleagues, on the other hand, advocated for fixing it through the noosphere, purging it of darkness. How could I consent to such a notion? How could I permit them to rob all of humanity, not just of its ability to act freely, but even to think independently? Everything dark and light about us is a result of our own choices. The Zone was born in a place of tragedy and horrific experiments, but I believe in a different zone. A zone open to everyone.
A zone open to everyone? That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's because it's the only way you see it. Frightened and caged, born amid evil and violence. What else could the Zone have evolved into? In a place where both humans and nature are nothing more than test subjects. If it had been born into freedom, like Tiger, it might have evolved differently, into a zone of creation, rather than destruction. And then, we might have become different too. We always had the ability to overcome the circumstances. Access to the noosphere would have made us better, even if it meant a rough start. Understanding and forgiving each other is a difficult endeavor.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before Sea Consciousness died. S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to reach the center of the zone and return unscathed.
Then S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably knows more about subtle matter than I do. Along with the sea technologies that Sea Consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity, chances are he's still researching it to this day.
That's why I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Word is he's back in the zone.
I haven't seen him in quite some time. Maybe that's for the best. Our perspectives on the zone have probably developed quite differently over the years. If your information is correct, I doubt he's ventured too far from the cordon. Men like him tend to develop a deep attachment to a place they regard as their own and refuse to let go.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment. in the Orbiter underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab, X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich, he's in charge of the cordon, and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it and head to Orbiter. Good luck. Good day, Stalker. People who I find and treat often condemn their destiny and the zone. Take care.
Man.
Here.
Whoa! Thanks, Stalker. I thought I was gonna bleed out there. I shouldn't have taken Mooseman.
How did the pores get you so bad? You don't look like a rookie to me.
Yeah. It was stupid, I know. Moose distracted me. Started asking me about... well, things. It doesn't matter. All that matters is I didn't see him coming. And that's when they got the jump on me. But it's not my place. I sent you the coordinates to the stash.
Hey, man. See you.
What was Elisa? Well, so the... Would you let me...
May...
Would you let me finish? What was Elisa? Is it done for?
Not as far as I know. They've got pretty good defenses, so no need to worry about them.
Is that all my... Which...
Not like our guy. He just seals himself up in his bunker as soon as the monolith shows up on the horizon, leaving us all to die on his doorstep.
Talk to our boss.
Hold on. You got a minute? You want to hear...
I'm all...
All right. So there's two stalkers. Oh, yeah. The vet turns to the rookie and says, wait.
And the vet yells, "Ha!" So they were bullshitting me about the anomaly. And even I know that one.
Oh, man. Look, Stalker, I'm trying to get in good with... Give me a hand, would you? How about this? I'll go over to the guys and you'll whisper a joke to me over the radio.
You know, that's the last thing I expected to hear.
Well, Hugh, I'd rather...
Sure.
Great! Here's the plan. I'll go join the guys, and you head up to the attic by the fire. Here's the ladder. Climb. You all set? Let's get started. Hey guys, you want to hear a joke?
Uh-oh. Our resident comedian is at it again.
Sidorovich ends up in the hospital.
So, Sidorovich ends up in the hospital. The doctor walks in and says,
"What's the difference between you and..."
What's the difference between you and...
An onion. When I cut into an onion, I cry.
When I chop up an onion?
Hey, funny man. How about you tell that to Sidorovich's face?
Sure. Go ahead and pour me one. Thank you, Stalker. That's step one. I got an invite to the fire. Now I just need to find someone to... Here's a little something.
What you want? See you.
So I'm like, you okay? And he's like, the monarch. Eyes empty and all, and he grabbed his rifle, so I had to shoot.
Spania de Brest, huh? I heard a similar story in Galicia. But it was about hunting young.
It's so fucked up. I mean, I know who I was talking to, right?
What? Well... Happy to help.
Well, hey.
Well, just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The Monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better.
If you're expecting Moose, he won't be coming. As for Leech, well, you don't have to worry about him either.
All right. Take this for your trouble. And keep it under your hat, okay?
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter? How the hell did you get word of it?
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker. If it's the doctor himself, those rumors must be true after all. All right, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
You got any gossip about X3? I'm all ears.
Let's put it this way. If these stories pan out, it's a win for both of us. The Cordon and me. That's all you need to know for now.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Who are these thugs? How many and what guns are they carrying?
Some douchebags from garbage, I guess. Looks like they figured they could wait out Monolith at my cordon. But they forgot one thing. In the zone, you can get killed anywhere, especially if you rain on your host's parade.
Is there something of value in that package?
I'm not interested in cheap junk. Return the package and I'll make sure it's worth your while.
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here. near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip. Yep.
Do you have any work for...
I can toss a few jobs here. Then...
Do you have any special jobs for me?
As a matter of fact, I do. There's one cocky bastard. Goes by Wisp. Apparently he thinks he is the boss here. Poaching my rookies, trying to contact my suppliers. Right under my nose, too, as if I'm a goddamn statue or something. This rat is too clever for his own good. He'll end up with his hat smashed, like all rats do. I want you to see to it.
So you're...
Oh, let's show.
I'm in.
Start at the pig farm. They say he hangs up.
I can't even remember what made me come to the zone in the first place. And now I can't see the point of going back to the mainland.
Stalker. You want to talk? Keep your cool and the guys will let you in. You have my word.
Looks like we can kiss the dough goodbye, bro. I told ya, never take a gig unless they pay up front.
Don't worry, the clock's ticking. We're over here fucking around while your step's getting bigger.
You'll end up with a bullet in your dome if this thing jams in a fight. Clean it up. You've got the whole up. We've got our eyes on you, kid. Keep your finger off the trigger. Who are you? What's...
Sidorovich sent me. You've got his package.
So that was Sidorovich's courier. Fuck. I had a feeling the job was fishy.
Who tipped you off about the courier?
I'm just trying to make ends meet after the monoliths slaughtered my men at Garbage. No questions asked. If somebody pays, I'll take the job. All I care about is...
Hand over the package.
Yeah, of course. If you're here, that means we're on Sidorovich's naughty list. The last thing I need now is a war with him. I gotta protect my guys. That's why I'd rather have a sit-down with Sidorovich. If you put a good word in...
Fair enough. I'll pass your apology on to Sidorovich.
Then it's all yours. You sort it out with him, and I'll owe you one. You have my word.
Heh. You are alive, you lucky
You were looking for a package. I got it.
I knew a stalker once called the Marked One. Much like you, he jumped into all kinds of risky gigs. No questions asked. Available. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened.
I thought you had everything under control.
I do. You and those couriers. If they stopped getting into trouble, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
The bandits don't want to start a war with you. They said they didn't know the courier was yours, and they're hoping you'll understand.
They realized whose pie they stuck their fingers in, huh? Fine, they can leave. I'll find some use for those idiots. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming with folk, looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base. The bald forest prick kept bragging about how business was booming. I was intrigued, so I started digging into our local goss. And the most interesting rumor I heard was about the Oasis, right here at the Cordon.
The Oasis? What's that?
A stalker's dream come true. A Klondike with more artifacts than you can shake a stick at. Imagine the opportunities if this legend happens to be the real deal.
What is the link between the Oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going? We're looking for the same thing. Or at least, for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the Oasis is through the abandoned laboratory. But here's the catch. We have the key to the door, the decoder you took from the bandits. But where is this door? Hell knows.
Who told you about the Oasis anyway?
Somebody who's got full of shit written all over his face. He was just messing with me. And when the time came to back it up, he vanished. Poof! Gone for good.
Are you suggesting I find the entrance myself? Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the Oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
Skiff, Roosevelt here. Sidorovich put quite a price tag on our fuck-up. But hey, we're all still breathing. I keep my word, too. Take these coordinates. Anything you find, it's all yours. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Have you heard anything about the old lab at the Cordon?
Well, a couple of years back, I got a weird order from a rookie. He just got into the Cordon and stumbled across an unusual door. He said the lock was based on...
Do you know where that stalker is now?
Nope. I reckon he's lying somewhere just on...
So you made a lockpick?
Nope. Mine was way simpler. More like a stun gun.
Did he mention the location?
I didn't bother to. Why would I risk my neck?
Well, the situation is pretty much the same everywhere. So, I don't recommend going anywhere. I won't be checking your ass. Isn't it a pleasure to watch the war now?
I hear there was an old lab at the Cordon. I want to know more about it.
What's so special about that place? First, that dark guy. I'll give you the same advice.
So, the lab does exist.
Nothing. Everyone who thought they could strike it rich there didn't even need a bit. There was nothing left to.
Anyway.
From what I know, it's a pretty huge facility. But all the entrances we used to know are closed off now. Some of them got It's for the best, honestly. I sleep better when there are fewer...
Dark?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it. But there was something... Then he had a long... In the end...
I haven't been getting a lot of sleep.
The prices here have always been ridiculous. But now that the model...
Where do you think you're going, Loner?
Who the hell are you anyway?
The cat in the fucking hat. It's pretty simple, Loner. We ask, and you answer. What do you...
Is Dark around?
Hey, Screamer. Have you seen Dark? He's probably at his place. Come on, let him in. He's a big boy.
He's got company, Vulture. A loner. Okay. We'll give him a warm welcome.
Everyone stay put.
I know you're here somewhere. Come and get me! Ha!
Wow, that was fun. That smell really takes me back. So, who might you be, unknown?
I'm Skiff. And you must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow.
Any idea who paid the mercs to kill you? The thing is, you're not the first person we've both been chasing.
You're one intriguing guy. Where did your paths cross before?
Last time was in the Red Forest. I was looking for the doc.
Whoa! Can you introduce me later? I'm wicked eager to meet...
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Only when he opens his mouth. How do you think he found out about the Oasis? Stalker gossip, but as soon as our deal was worked out, I was suddenly no longer welcome, but the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package.
How do you know Sidorovich...
If I ask someone and I gotta pick it up, by the way.
Where'd you find the...
I snagged them from an old gig. But I was sick of it anyway. The documents were just lying around. There's a lot of info there about the Oasis. 3 Oasis, in fact. These are just code.
You mean the decode...
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And here's the deal. The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it. Right here. In my head. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder.
Why do you want to get it?
Why questions are of a more personal nature. And are...
All right.
You bet you are. Head to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the stash. When you grab the stuff,